All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Full Press. After the game, number 15, South Carolina battled, and I mean battled all the way to the end against a tough and physical Ole Miss team. We got out of there with a 68-65 victory, and I, like I told Jordan before we come on here, I was cool, calm, and collected right until Ole Miss made that big run to cut it down to single digits, and that's when I started coming unglued at the seat. And I should have prepared for it because, like I said, Ole Miss is a good team. Chris Beard is a heck of a coach, and I should have expected that from his team. Now on Jordan's video earlier today, I said South Carolina was going to win like 81-74, something like that. A little bit off, but I was hoping. I was being optimistic, trying to be optimistic. I'm a pessimistic person, trying to be optimistic. So, but yeah,
Well,
I got my buddy Jordan Dealmaker here with me as always. Gonna give his take on it here in a second. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. He's been on YouTube just a couple days over a month, and he's up to 64 subscribers, right?
that's yep.
Something like that. So he's doing pretty well. He don't think he is, but he is. I'm trying to tell him that every day. But he puts out good Gamecock content. NASCAR, if you into auto racing, he does. He did his first ever live stream the other night, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday
Saturday.
of the Bush Clash. So he does NASCAR stuff, and he does competitive dancing. Well, he don't do it. He covers it for his daughter.
Right.
His daughter does competitive dancing. He makes videos like behind the scenes, do's and don'ts, tips and tricks kind of thing of competitive dancing. So with that being said, welcome Jordan. What you think?
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Good man.
I didn't have such a good night. I gave two picks on my early video, my preview and predictions, and got one right. The line at that time was 4.5, which obviously it covered to take Ole Miss, and then it dropped to 3.5, but that still covered. So that one was right, but over 37.5, 137.5 was wrong. So I went 1 for 1 tonight.
Well, you can't win them all.
No, can't win them all. That's why it's called betting. That's why it's called fishing. It's not calling winning. It's not calling catching fish. But I at the end of the day, I am tickled. We came out. We didn't let the curse hit us. That Rankin curse has hit us for years. They came out high energy, scoring more than I've ever seen them score in the first half. I don't know the statistics of the whole year. Playing as one, and did a heck of a job. And at halftime, you were texting me, a bunch of y'all were texting me, and I'm like, all right, guys. I said, hold on a minute now. Hold the brakes. Ole Miss is good. Y'all hold the brakes. And for whatever reason, we took our foot off the pedal, but we came out with a victory. And that's what great teams do.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. We gave up a lot of like the announcer was saying, we gave up a lot of mid-range jump shots to Ole Miss, and they're a good shooting team. We knew that. It wasn't no surprise. We knew they was going to come in there and give us a fight. Got Terry Hill in here, big defense at the end. Yep, it was big defense at the end. Todd Gwynn, second half. Go through some of these comments. Todd Gwynn said, "Hello, everyone. That second half was scary. Yes, it was for me. Like I said, I come unglued that second half. Getting a little getting a little too close for me. CMB was the MVP of the game. No doubt. That young man came to play again tonight. I think he backed up his 16 points against Georgia with another 16 tonight, I believe. I want to say. Yeah, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Had a huge, phenomenal block there at the end.
Yes.
When he went up against that 7'5" dude.
Yes.
Wow. Even the announcer dude, man, he went about as crazy as I did, man. I mean, he went straight up and blocked that 7-5 dude. It was getting ready to throw down a tomahawk on somebody. I don't know who was there, but I don't think nobody was there. I think he rolled over and covered where BJ Mack left. But,
that's exactly what he did. He was actually at the top of the key,
yeah,
and, in the paint, and he rolled to his left-hand side and jumped. And how in the world he got above that guy, I have no idea.
like I said, that dude's 7'5", so his wingspan has got to be. Wow, I don't know how he did it. I don't know if it was just adrenaline. I don't know if he's got that kind of hops. I don't know, but absolutely shut that dunk down.
Yeah,
I think that was the deflating moment for Ole Miss.
It was. I mean, that's a good description of it. And that right there, at that point, the game was over. The game was absolutely over.
Yeah,
because they had just called it. They just come out of a timeout. They had scripted this play with a Sharpie, and they had it planned out. And listen, it was a great play. The guy was open. I mean, he had a lane. He was wide, slam open.
Yeah.
And Murray Bowles just come out of nowhere. That was a Michael Jordan out of nowhere.
Yep. Let's see. We got Terry Hale in here, Todd Gwynn, Chestnut. I don't know if I've ever seen you in here or not, but appreciate you. Welcome to the live stream.
Thank you, Mr. Chestnut.
Bryston's in here. Deepak Reedy is in here. Zach Kemp. Quessy Harrison's in here. Yeah. So got a good little crowd in here right now. Let's see what Mr. Todd said. He said BJ Mack had another not so good game. Yeah. Let's see what was his final lines. I don't think he did. Yeah, he only put up 6 points.
I thought it was 8, but okay.
No, he got 6 and 3 rebounds. Yeah, he's been off lately. I think he's gotten too comfortable on that 3-point line.
Yeah.
And I think he's hurting us there by staying out there. He adjusted down the stretch and got to the line, drove the paint, got to the line, got to the free throw line. But I think he's gotten too comfortable out on the 3-point line. And I think he's trying to hit them. Now he can hit them, don't get me wrong, but I think we need that big 6'8" frame down low in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, as big as he is and his weight and the strength he's got. But the flip side to that is Michi came alive tonight. Michi set the pace of the game. Yeah, he hit the first 3 from the corner. And that literally set everybody, as far as the offense is concerned, that set the offense, that exploded them at the beginning of the game. I think he hit that, with a minute and a half, 2 minutes into the game?
Yeah. This game right here, it was like a collective scoring. I mean,
sure.
you had Murray Boyles with 16, Talon Cooper with 12, Studi with 12, and everybody else was scattered like between 3 and 8 points, I guess. Yeah. So I mean, it was a collective scoring effort by everybody. You didn't have just one guy scoring 20, 30 points in this game. Everybody kind of chipped in and added to the total.
Well, and that all year long, that's been our motive. We play as one unit. There's nobody that's selfish. And as long as we continue to play like that, and listen, do I think we're going to lose a few games down the stretch here? I'm not going to tell you a word of a lie. Yes, I do. I think we're probably going to lose 2 more, to be honest. But as long as the team rallies around each other and shares the ball, and nobody's selfish and understands they're all playing for the same goal to make it to the dance, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
And applaud Lamont Paris for that.
Yeah. I see us losing 3 games. I think I got us losing 3 more games, and that's it. As of right now, if we play like we've been playing. I was watching halftime, and what's his name? Is it Pat Bradley? It was on halftime. He said it best. We're unselfish. Our first, we was 12 of 18.
Mm-hmm.
We had 12 assists, on 18 made shots in the first half. And that's 66%. Good for, I didn't know this, but we're 17th in the country in assist rate. So that just goes to show you these guys are bought into that unselfish, the unselfish game, sharing the basketball.
Right.
Not all about me, all about the team. And that's what Coach Paris has brought, to South Carolina. Let's see here. All right. Chestnut said that was a great game. Bryston wants to know if you're watching the Clemson game. No, I have not even thought about that.
I am.
All right. Well, there you go. Todd Glenn says Studi is back. Yeah, he hit some good 3-pointers. What did he have? He had like 3 or 4 3-pointers, I think it was. Yeah, he went 4 or 5 from the 3-point line right there.
Yeah, he was rolling.
Yeah, his shot was falling tonight. So we needed that. We needed that off the bench. We needed him to come in there and give us some good points off the bench. Let's see. Deepak said, "Oh, hit the wrong button." There you go. He said, "How about our Gamecocks? They keep setting the pace." Yes, sir. Yep. Keep winning. That's all you got to do, man. Keep winning. Everything can take care of itself.
And it don't matter how you win, to be honest, as long as you win. Somebody got in my comments. I can't remember who it was. I hate to call names. I think I know who it was, but I hate to call names. And they said, well, this would not be a bad loss if we lost because they're a great team. Bull. At home to an unranked team, you can't listen. Their record is good. Don't get me wrong. Ole Miss is a heck of a team, but you can't lose at home against an unranked team and you rank number 15 in the country. We finally get some respect. So don't say this would be a good loss. Goodness, the mighty. No.
So Zach,
if we'd have lost tonight, we'd have been the laughing stock of college basketball.
Yeah. Old Zach Kemp said, "Hey, Gamecock, what's up, brother? I ain't seen you in here either, I don't think." Todd Glenn said, "Absolutely, go Gamecocks." Questy says, "Sorry, I'm late. I'm watching UNC screw Clemson again." Okay.
Well, I don't know exactly what he's talking about because actually I'm not going to tell a word of a lie. After the South Carolina game went off, I was on the SEC network, and obviously I'm watching Kentucky and Vanderbilt, but I'm back and forth. Yeah. But I believe Clemson was up by like more than 10 or by 10 at half, and right now with 1:30 to go, it's Clemson's up by 7, 77-70 against Chapel Hill, UNC.
Yeah, wasn't their score about the same as ours at halftime? 43-30? Yeah. Yeah, they got a 6-point lead right now. I really don't care. Let's see. Billy Cole said, "Had to come and hear this. LOL." Well, welcome, Mr. Billy. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're tuning in, brother.
Here you go, Mr. Billy. How you
doing?
What was it you looking to hear, Mr. Billy?
Hard to have a good game against a 7'5" center. Yeah, I get that. He's talking about BJ. Yeah.
BJ still had a good game, though. I mean, his numbers wasn't where you would think, but I mean, it wasn't like he was not there. Yeah.
Mr. Todd said we have 9 players that can score double figures.
True.
So when some are cold, others take over. Yeah, true. That's what it's going to take. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at the comparison between men's basketball team at South Carolina this year and what the women's basketball team does, it's the exact same thing. They just nobody's selfish, and they spread the ball around, and somebody's hot. Well, it's common sense. Give the hot hand the ball. I mean, it's not rocket science.
Yep. And Jim Palmer, he summed it up right here best. Boyles is the beast. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
That was a grown man play. Did you watch the post game comments he made? Well, they talked to him, they interviewed him. They asked him what was his biggest transition going from high school to college. He said you had to grow up to be a man real quick.
Yeah,
and that's what he's doing.
Yep, I saw that.
Todd Gwynn said Michie also had 6 to 7 assists. He actually had 8. He actually had 8 assists according to the According to the stats I'm looking at on ESPN, he had 8. Todd Gwynn also said, "I was worried more than most." Oh yeah, Todd, I was sweating it down at the end, man. Whenever they made that run on us, so yeah, I was a little worried myself. So
I thought about calling Chuck, but I was scared he'd start screaming at me in the second half.
Todd Gwynn said 20-3, 8-2 in the SEC. Yep, yes sir. 20-3. That's the most wins we've had by a second-year coach, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, man, Lamont Paris is working it, man. He is doing a dang good job.
And you know what our overall win total is, most wins we've ever had in school history in the regular season, right?
Was it 28, 26?
24.
24. One of them even numbers. Let's see. Chestnut also said, "I hope they can stay relaxed." Yeah, that's the thing. Now that they got that 15 beside their name, their team, the non-logo team that's on the poll.
Don't get me started on that.
Well, once we got that number, you kind of worry if they start, getting the big head, I guess you could say. But I don't think they will. I think we got a good core group of veteran leadership out there with Studi, Talon Cooper, Michi. I think we're good. I don't think the young men going to let it get to them. I think they're going to be okay.
And I obviously made my prediction video today, and that was one of the points that, can they take the publicity that comes along with a national 15th ranking? And I thought they could. And I even said, I don't know who's going to win this game outright, but I thought it would be a close game, and it ended up being a close game. But you know what? We showed maturity, and we showed playing together.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We did. Billy Cole said, "Thank you. Ole Miss is unranked. Could drop a few in the polls." Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me if they drop us in the polls. But we beat a good Ole Miss team. Ole Miss wasn't ranked, but they good. We know that.
They're very good.
I mean,
very good team.
They ran up against a good Auburn team last weekend. I mean, we're gonna have to face Auburn in a couple weeks or in about a week. So,
Auburn's the only team that's beat them twice this season.
Yeah. So I mean, we beat a pretty. I think I'd say we beat a good Ole Miss team. So,
I mean, I can't disagree with that.
Todd Gwynn said, "Wow, Jordan has hair. Surprising." LOL.
What?
Todd Gwynn, he saw your hair, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, have you never seen the back of my hair?
Billy Cole also said, "By the way, great win for South Carolina. Great win." Yes, it was. Anytime you get a win in the SEC against a good opponent, it's great. Chestnut wanted to know who got Dawn's seat.
I don't know. I heard her. She was like, somebody took her seats, and I'm like, how do you take the goat seats?
I don't know. I didn't know she had. Well, I guess she does. I guess, but I guess somebody got there. I guess the students. I guess maybe. I don't know.
I would think maybe a staff member might have took her seat, but if I'd have been sitting in it, she'd have walked by and said, "That's my seat. Yes, ma'am. You can have it back. I'll find another one."
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Audrey Davis. Ain't never seen you in here. I appreciate you, ma'am, for stopping by. She says, "I love that freshman." I'm assuming she's talking about CMB.
Gotta be.
Yeah, because that dude, he's gonna be good, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna be special for the Gamecock. I'm the future's so bright for that young man. As long as he stays even keel and continues to put in the work, that young man's gonna have a bright future.
And I'm gonna tell you something else that I'm thrilled about with Lamont Paris at the helm. I'm sorry, with the run this team's making, and this is not a Cinderella team. This is a well-coached, well-developed team, okay? Yeah. This is not a Cinderella story. Yeah. This is a great coach that recruited great players and developed them, even out of smaller ranks. I'm not talking about just high school. And I don't see us losing. I mean, we're going to lose some seniors, but I don't see us losing any to the transfer portal. If the caveat to that, to be honest, I see us gaining more from the run we're having. You know, people wanting to come play for us, so now we can handpick who we want, just like he handpicked this group.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Todd wants to know, is that 2016 when we had 24 wins and didn't make the dance?
17.
Oh, we made the dance in 17?
That's when we did it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, Todd. Miss Audrey said she watches but don't comment. Okay. We still appreciate you for stopping in.
Hey, thank you so much. And anybody that's listening, we really appreciate it. My man Gamecock Chuck right here is the best in the business at basketball. We really appreciate y'all supporting us. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that. I don't know about the comment, but we appreciate you. Let's see. Bryston says we hung on to Frank Martin too long.
Well, I'm not going down that path.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But it's good. It's good though. It's good that we did. Because look where we at now.
Good point. Very good point.
Look where we at now. If we wouldn't have hung on to him, who we had hired? Would Lamont Paris be on the radar? Would he be on Ray Tanner's radar? We don't know. It's funny how everything works in mysterious ways and comes together. So,
my granddad used to tell me when I was a kid, timing is everything.
Exactly. Timing is everything. And hey, I'm glad we held on to Frank an extra year.
Me too.
It got us Lamont. Now the thing is, are we going to keep him? Can Ray Tanner pony up the money, get the money ponied up to keep this guy?
Well, I'm gonna say something, and y'all don't take this the wrong way, okay? Please don't take what I'm some huge donor or anything like that. All right. But what I will tell you is I've been following this team since I think I went to my first game. I was 6, 7 years old. Okay. My family has owned season tickets to every big event since the day I was born. I held season tickets up until I moved to the state of North Carolina 13 years ago, and I had them up until 5 years ago when I had my second child. No, 6 years ago. I'm sorry, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what I know for a fact. That Lamont Paris, amongst the donors and the people that divvy up the money, is very well respected and very well liked. And I will tell you personally, this Saturday, I will be at the Vanderbilt game, sitting in my seats and up in the box. I will run into him pregame, and I will talk to him postgame, win, lose, or draw. And I'll give you my opinion of Lamont Paris, personally.
You got me jealous. You got me jealous, Jordan.
Well, sorry.
I'd love to talk to him too. Let's see here. Oh Lord, Mr. Billy stirring some trouble up. At 68 and a half, I have more hair than Jordan. LOL.
You know what, Mr. Billy? I don't know why you clowning on me tonight again. But I've owned my own business for the last 7.5 years, and I've spent 17 years in the car business as a general manager, and I spent 5 years as the highwayman. So that's the reason why I don't have as much hair as you do.
Let's see. Todd Gwynn said, year before the dance, we had 24 regular season wins, but SEC was down that year, 2015-16 season.
Well, maybe I could be wrong. I thought it was 2017. So maybe you're right, Mr. Todd. Thank you for clarifying that.
Well, you think if it was 2017, we had to win more than 24 games with the dance. You know,
regular season.
Oh, regular season. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Brock Lee's here. What's up, Brock? How you doing?
My man, Wesley Snipes, Brock Lee. What's up, Brock?
Let's see. Todd said AD Tanner's best hire of his tenure.
Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed. I think he's made. I think he's made a couple of good hires, but this is by far his best hire.
Who's his good hire?
I'll be honest with you. Mark Kingston's a good hire. Monty Lee was a good hire.
Yeah.
Shane Beamer, question mark.
Question mark, yeah.
Big question mark. And I know a lot of y'all going, I don't care.
I still have questions for Kingston, so that's just.
Well,
I think he's okay, but I got questions about him. I don't know.
I think this year's going to tell the tale. We'll see.
Yeah, I want to wait and see. Let's see what he does this year. He took us to a super regional last year. He took us to this one before, didn't he? A couple years ago.
Yes.
So we'll see. This is the year. It is for me. It's either make or break whether I like him or not. If it's a good hire.
Hey, and selfishly, he made a really good hire with the Carolina dance team as well. Because one reason why I'm going to the game and going to sit in my family seats is because my daughters are going to be performing at halftime with the Carolina girls.
Yep.
Well, and she's a good coach. I know nobody. I can't
speak on that one.
Yeah, I know nobody keeps up with non-revenue sports, but that is one of them. And they are under the athletic department. He made the hire.
I can't speak on that hire, so I have to check into that one. Get back with you.
That's fine.
Let's see. Billy said Lamont Paris was a huge personality here in East Tennessee.
We're at Chattanooga. Is he talking about Chattanooga?
Yeah, UT Chattanooga. Billy calls it. Got you, sir. By the way, quit calling me Mister. Thank you, sir.
I'm in my mid-40s, Mr. Billy.
Come on, Billy. It's called respect.
Exactly. I mean, I'm from the South. That's just normal. I'm not saying you're old by no means. That's not what I'm saying. But, I mean, that's just – we say yes, sir, yes, ma'am around here where I was raised.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Deepak says, Frank Martin couldn't develop big men, centers, and power forwards to handle the inside game.
Good point. That's a very good point.
And he couldn't keep the in-state talent home. He could not keep the in-state talent home.
Well, you know, and I told you and I were talking the other day, and I'm going to make a video of this. My wife's a school teacher, and my kids go to a private Christian school about 30 miles away from our home.
Uh-huh.
And I played baseball all through high school and collegiately. And they're looking for a baseball coach. And they're trying to recruit me to be the baseball coach. Here's the problem I have. I'm not going to say I'm Frank Martin because y'all have never heard me really say any cuss words just really foul because that's not my personality. But the way I was taught how to play baseball and the rules of the game and my teaching and coaching techniques would probably not fit well with today's society. And I think that was Frank Martin's problem. That's I said all that to say this. That was Frank Martin's problem. Is it his hard nose? Listen, my seats are 6 rows behind me. And literally 3 years ago, I've got a 3-year-old sitting in my lap with an 8-year-old daughter. And this man is calling these cats names that they ain't never heard come out of their mom and daddy's mouth. And everybody can hear it within hearing distance.
Yeah.
And I think that was the issue with his recruiting is because, is he a great guy? Absolutely. And I still support him. I still check in on him from time to time. But at the end of the day, man, times have changed. You can't do that. You just can't. I mean, these kids are softer now. They get butt hurt and they have too many opportunities to jump and run.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing about Frank Martin. I liked him too. I liked his hard-nosed, disciplined style that he ran the program. But the kid, like you said, the kids today are different. They're not like what I grew up, you grew up, some of the other people in here grew up as. the old school in your face. Yeah, you're gonna do it this way, and this is the only way you're gonna do it. Nowadays, no, you can't do that with these kids.
Well,
And
I mean,
I think that's where he lost a lot of recruits.
he did, and think back to the day that when we played sports. You know, first of all, you got in trouble at school, you got paddled by the principal or the assistant principal.
Yep.
After that happened, you didn't want to go home because you knew you were going to get it worse when you got home. Then when you went to baseball practice, they were going to run you till you threw up because of it.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You can't do that this day and time because somebody have a lawsuit on you, or you'll get fired from your job.
Yeah. Billy Cole said, "No mention of Dawn Staley. Shame on y'all."
We talked about Dawn.
We talked about her and her seats, man. Billy, this is a game. We talking about the Gamecocks, the men's program tonight. Billy, come on, man. We're talking about the guys. The guys are having some success. We're talking about them. Let's see here. God said Martin was pretty bad in recruiting. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. He couldn't relate to the newer style kids, I guess you could say.
Right.
He couldn't.
I mean, he tried, and he was there again. He's a great guy. I've met him personally probably 10 times. Great guy. But his antics, I think, was his downfall.
Yeah. Brock Lee said, unlike Wesley Snipes, he pays his taxes.
Brock, you know I love you, brother. I'm picking on you.
Let's see here. We got Rob's in the house tonight. Thank you, sir. Thank you for showing
Mr.
up.
Lightfoot.
Yeah, he said kids today aren't going for that old school coaching. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I had no problem with it. But like I said, kids today, they didn't grow up like we did. So you can't. You can only berate them so much now.
Well, they're too weak.
They're gone. Yeah.
And I mean, hell, the parents are weak. I mean, shit. I'll admit it. Hell, I'm weaker as a parent than I was as a non-parent.
Oh yeah,
my parents were a whole lot tougher than I am on my kids.
Yeah, I tell my son that all the time. I said, son, you would have never made it in my mom and dad's house.
Shoot, hey,
you got it easy.
As much as these kids of mine love Dida and Nana, they wasn't raised by Dida and Nana, okay? Yeah. They have no idea. No idea how tough it was.
Yeah.
What's up, heck, you got off the school bus and you wanted something to drink. You drank from the hose pipe. You drank from the water hose. You didn't go in the house. Yeah, wasn't no Kool-Aid in the house. Wasn't no Kool-Aid in a box like we got here. No, wasn't none of that.
Yeah. What's up, P. Digits? Welcome to the show. The final was 68-65. We hung on and got out of there with a victory. Let's see here. Todd Gwynn said, even young men don't like being called sir. Kind of crazy in my book. Yeah. Miss Audrey back again. I really appreciate you being active in the chat. Good to get some new people, conversating, being interactive. She said, I totally agree about Frank developing big men. Just look at the confidence that the 7-foot guy, Josh Gray, is playing with. Josh Gray. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 years. He's been there 3 years, and Frank couldn't get anything. Frank could never get what Lamont's got out of this guy the last several games. In what, a year that he was there? Frank was there, and he was there a year. He had him a year. Couldn't never get this out of that guy. Lamont's already doing it, man. So yeah.
Well, he's doing it by team camaraderie and not down talking him, but training him.
She is showing him. He's teaching him, developing him, just like we said.
And this year, Gray, y'all had listen. I was a Gray critic at the beginning of the year. My good friend sitting right beside me will tell you that I have sent him many text messages. He's weak. Get him out. He's clumsy. Get him out. But guess what? He proved me wrong.
Yeah.
He's proving me wrong.
Well, I think he's proving a lot of people wrong, actually. Because I had doubts about him, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, like I said, he's been this is his third year, and he ain't before here recently. He hasn't showed, and even Lamont said it. Even Lamont come out and said the reason why he's not playing is because he's not performing on the court. If you're not going to perform on the court, why are you going to be out there? So, but he's, I guess he's took that criticism, that teaching, and did something with it. He's turned it into some effort, some scoring, some playing. I mean, he's out there hustling, getting rebounds, blocking shots.
Well,
So,
even as a business owner myself with numerous employees, you can't. You've got to handle each person differently because they're different personalities.
yeah.
Some you might can fuss at, and they walk away and say, "Man, I screwed up. I need to do better." Some you might just need to simply sit down and talk like I'm talking right now and say, "Hey, you keep making these mistakes. It's repetitive. You know, something's got to give here." And some people learn. Everybody learns differently, and they take criticism differently. And obviously, Lamont has the talent, and I believe this to be true, to relate to each and every one of these players. Obviously, I mean, look at what he's done in a year, y'all. I mean, you know, he's doing more right than he is wrong. Is all I can say.
Oh, definitely. Welcome to the show, Mr. Walt, my good buddy out there in Kansas, Missouri, wherever that is, the Midwest. Welcome to the show, brother. He said, great win, Gamecocks. Men, 20 wins is just wonderful. Yes, sir. Looking to go 21 on Saturday. Let's see. Billy Cole said, all the coaches Tanner hired, you missed her. Huh?
What?
He said, all the coaches Tanner hired, you missed her. I have to think about that one.
You missed her? Are you referring to the soccer coach?
Or maybe the dance. Maybe talking about the dance.
No, I talked about the dance coach.
I don't know. I don't know. Billy Cole said, I played football without a face mask, LOL, today. Okay, Billy. I'm surprised they let you out of the nursing home to do that. I thought you had non-contact sports at a nursing home. I want to throw no hips out.
Okay, see, this is where I have issues. I've got one sitting here saying don't say mister, and then I got another one saying they play football without a face mask. So out of Southern respect, I'm going to call y'all mister. That's the way I was raised. My granddaddy would come up out the grave and get me for not respecting someone older than me.
Yeah. Yeah, like Chestnut said, I firsthand, I had to pick my own switch and make sure it didn't break. I always try to get one that didn't break, but it never seemed to work because you'd always had to go get another one, or either my mom or somebody had to go get it. So,
no, y'all must have got them big ones. See, I was at I was at one that I got that little tiny one. They pulled the leaves off the end of it. When they hit me with it, it wrapped all the way around you behind and hit you in the thigh. That's how stupid I was.
Yeah. Oh. Todd Glenn said Billy Tanner didn't hire Dawn. No, he didn't.
No, he did not.
He did not. So, not hired Dawn Staley.
All right, I'll give you a trivia, Mr. Billy. Don't get on Google now. Who did hire Dawn Staley? Who was the athletic director? I mean, I know it off the top of my head. So does Chuck. See if you can tell us.
Let's see here. Todd or P Digits said that Clemson won. Held on at the end.
Oh, did they? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So, yeah, that was a very nice win for the Tigers, I guess. That makes our resume look better. It makes our loss to them not look so bad, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, they beat what, the number 3? What's Carolina? 3 team in the country?
I think they was third.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, David. He said Paris isn't a screamer. If you say so, I'll take your word for it.
No, he's not a screamer, and believe it or not, he doesn't really care about statistics. He coaches by what he sees.
I didn't know if he was being sarcastic, but yeah, he's not a screamer out on the court. No, he, like you said, he's calm, cool, collected. You hardly ever see him do any animation out there on the court. He, like you said, yeah. Let's see. PG said it certainly was needed after losing the last 3 games by a total of 5 points. Now, where was that game at? Clemson or Chapel Hill?
It was in Chapel Hill.
They don't have very much success in Chapel Hill, do they?
No.
I don't think they've won many games there. Maybe a handful. Wow.
And the reason why I know that, one of my best good buddies is a diehard Tar Heel fan, and he's up there right now as we speak.
That's a real good win for them then to go in there and do that. Rob said the neighbors would beat you, and if your parents found out you were going to get another beating back in the 70s, they called it an ass whoop.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Yes,
They
sir. That's how it was, man. You don't want to get beat by somebody else and have to come back home to your parents. No.
I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see. Billy said Lamont Paris doesn't need anger management and doesn't have a potty mouth. Nope, he don't. Like I said, he's pretty cool, calm, collected, and he don't get too worked up, too animated over anything. And yeah, Billy said Dawn Staley Tanner did not hire her. And Rob, yes, you're right. Eli Ellis was in attendance tonight. Have you guys watched his highlights on YouTube? Yes, actually, I have. Actually, the young man lives less than an hour from where I live up here in North Carolina. And I was planning on going to see him in person a couple of weeks ago, back in January. But like I was telling Jordan, he's in a prep school, and it's hard to get in contact with them people. Every time we try to call them or contact them or send them a message, got no response. So I wanted to go see the young man in person, but I haven't. And I have seen his highlights on YouTube. I'm not sure if Jordan has or not, but
well, I didn't until you told me. I looked him up. Yes.
Yeah, he's got some good yeah. And he fits from what I've seen of his highlights, I haven't seen him in a I guess a high school setting. He plays AAU. I'm not sure how he is in like the high school setting, but he fits the Coach Paris style, the unselfishness. So I mean, he can go off for 50 points. He can go off for like 10 or 12 assists. He's that kind of player. He's not selfish with the basketball.
I'm going to give y'all a prediction right now.
Oh, y'all better go call Vegas.
Whatever. I'm going to give y'all a prediction right now. We're going to win 26 regular season games. We're going to make it to the show, and we're going to make it to the Sweet 16. Now, what happens after that, I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm gonna predict it, call it right now. I have watched this team all of my life, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing right now is a really, really good team with a really, really good coach that are playing together as one that's got a chance to make a run in the tournament.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Mr. Walt said he's out there from he said hello from Mark Twain land. Go Gamecocks. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for all your support on this channel.
Hey, let me ask you something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't see it. How many people's in here?
Right now, 18.
All right.
We've had a good show.
All 18 of y'all to listen to me and listen to me good. Hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm of the show to support my man Gamecock Chuck. Hit the thumbs up right now, and if you haven't done it, when you get done watching, please subscribe to his channel.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. And go support Jordan as well. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. Don't just hit my subscribe, hit his as well. Let's see. Crystal Scott, never seen you in here, ma'am. Appreciate you coming in, stopping by. She said, good win for the Gamecocks men basketball team tonight. Yes, ma'am. Sure was. It was a good win. Great, hard-fought win. What?
It might have been a typo because me and you text all the time, and you know how autocorrect is. She said game cook.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I know what she meant. So I'm just reading.
I do too. I do too. And I started laughing. It's not at her. Thank you, Miss Crystal. Thank you. We absolutely love you being here. But it's the only time in my life that I would let my children wear a shirt that said "Go Cox." Okay.
But yeah, great win by the guys tonight. Great win, hard fought. Good Ole Miss team. We got to go to Oxford near the next couple weeks, so looking for that game to be another good one. Probably end up dropping that one. I got us dropping that one. Be honest with you, so but great win there. Let's
Which
see.
I'm going to be at the game Saturday against Vanderbilt, and I don't foresee that being a challenging game for us. I really don't.
No, we should be able to handle Vanderbilt easily. Mr. Jeff Bolton, welcome. I ain't never seen you here either. Appreciate you stopping by.
I like your hat, sir.
Appreciate you getting in the comment section here. He said 1-60 before tonight. That's what Clemson's record was at Chapel Hill Chapel Hill. 1-60. But tonight, just like PG just said, they're 2-60 now at the Dean Dome. So
hey,
it can only go up from there.
Listen, as much as y'all Clemson fans are a pain in my butt, kind of like one of them under the skin bumps that won't go away. At the end of the day, I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all. I really am. I mean, I'm not making that up. I'm happy for y'all tonight.
Yeah. David Green makes a good point. He said he said, I watched several players turn and walk away from Martin. Didn't absorb the message. Yeah, because nobody wanted to get berated. These young men don't, like we said earlier, it's a different generation we living in. Yeah, 20 years ago, maybe that would have worked. 15 years ago, maybe. Nowadays, no, it ain't gonna work.
No. And I'll be honest with you. He wouldn't have got away with half of what he got away with. Had he not been such a good person off the court.
Yeah.
His coaching antics were his style, but off the court, he's one of the nicest guys you ever met.
Yeah. Get him away from the sideline and out of the gym. Yeah. Nicest guy in the world. Rob said Eli reminds me of Curry. He's got a little Curry in him, I guess. I don't know if he's got that range.
Yeah, I mean that's a very big compliment. Is all I can say.
Yeah, that's a huge compliment. Yeah, I can see a little bit of Curry in him, maybe, but I don't know if I'd go to that stretch yet. I don't think he's got the depth that Curry's got.
I mean, Curry
I could be wrong, but I don't.
Curry can turn backwards at half court and just flip it over his head and it goes in. So I mean,
let's see what Billy's talking here. He said, "Got to go deep in the SEC tourney for what?"
No, we don't.
What do we got to go deep for?
No, we don't. But I think we will. But we don't have to. I mean, our resume is proving its own self at this point.
Mr. Billy, come on. We've done our part.
I think right now we're sitting at 4-0, quad 2 wins. And
well, what was tonight? Was tonight a quad 2 or quad 1?
No, I think they're considered a quad 2.
Okay,
I could be wrong.
Should be 5. Should be 5-0 then.
Or 5-0. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Tonight made us 5-0. So I mean,
it's a quad 2. Yes, 5-0.
I think Chuck, they were quad 2. I don't know. Look it up.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up here in a little bit. I don't know. And no, Billy, you do not get dinner for 2 at Hardee's. No, you can still subscribe though. That's fine, but you're not getting dinner for 2. Not for me. Maybe Jordan. Jordan might send you a coupon. But
no, I know what he's referring to. And thank you for watching my video. You're referring to my first 30 days on YouTube that I gave a $30 gift card away to anybody that commented on that video and subscribe. No, they didn't have to subscribe, just commented on it. And Gamecock Sporting won it. Mind you, he had a choice between Starbucks and Chick-fil-A for my 30 days on YouTube, and he happened to be a college kid at the University of South Carolina, and Chick-fil-A was his choice, which I don't blame him because he's probably living on ramen noodles and Vienna Winnies.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, good for him. Good for him. I didn't really care if I won. I just like comment. I just support the channel, get on there and comment. I wasn't really looking to win. That's cool. Good for him. He deserves
But you
it.
know what? While I'm on here, if you grant me 10 seconds, I'll tell y'all what. I'm at 60 some subscribers. When I hit 100, I will give a $100 gift card, a $100 gift card. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give two of them, so two people will win, $50 a piece, to the restaurant of your choosing that is locally I can go get it from. As long as you comment and subscribe to my channel and comment on the videos, and when I talk about the raffle, you're gonna have to get in the comments.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, y'all go subscribe to this channel. Y'all go subscribe to Jordan Dealmaker. Where's your name? I guess because I got Rob on the screen here. But yeah, go subscribe to Jordan Dealmaker, man. Get your chance to win you a $50 gift card to take your wife out, your girlfriend, your significant other, boyfriend, whatever. Be a nice little meal on Jordan. So go subscribe, comment, like, share, do all that good stuff for him. Let's see here. Todd, Rob said men's basketball is projected as a 6 seed before tonight's game. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna go up.
I don't think so.
I think it'd be kind of hard to go up unless we can string together a bunch of wins, and depends on what people do in front of us. I find it hard to get higher than a 6 seed.
The only way that I personally see us, moving up to maybe a 5th, possibly, is not lose the 2 games that I'm thinking about that we're going to lose.
Yeah.
But listen, I don't wear rose-colored glasses. It is what it is, and it is what it ain't. But I just, I'll take it. Heck, I'll take being in a tournament. It's first time since 2017.
Yeah.
But if we could find a way to upset Auburn, then we got a chance. If we can find a way to upset Tennessee again,
yeah,
then I think we actually could move to a 4 seed.
Yeah, it'll be hard. It's going to be hard to beat Auburn at home
Yes.
in the jungle, or whatever they call it. I mean,
what do they call it? Is it the jungle?
I think it's what they call it, the jungle, the zoo. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's what they call it. But it's going to be hard regardless. Auburn's a good team, and I think they play Alabama tomorrow night. So I may tune in.
They?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow, so I may try to tune into that game just to check it out, see how they looking. Because we played them after Vanderbilt, I believe. So that I need to check it out so I can see how we're going to match up, or if we even, what kind of chance we got.
Tonight's game was a scary game to me. I said it in my video earlier. This game I worried about for the national rankings and everything involved. The positive was we were at CLA. They called it a sold out, but I'm sorry it wasn't sold out. Not by what I could see.
It's still a good crowd. Still a good crowd.
It was a good crowd. I would say there was probably 12,000 from what I could see. But my biggest concern, Vanderbilt's really not a concern. Hey, and with me saying that, watch us go out there and lay an egg Saturday. But
yeah,
Auburn is a very big concern. Very big concern.
Yeah, Auburn's a huge concern to me. Todd Gwynn said, Jordan, I hit the thumbs up again and it turned off. Do I need to hit it a 3rd time? Hey, you hit it as many times you want until that thing stays lit up. I want everybody to do it. Everybody go hit that thumbs up. Terry Hale said that he can't believe he's the only one with a thumbs up. Okay. Let's see. Jeff Bolton. He said, glad to be here. Thanks for the welcome. Go Gamecast. Yes, sir, man. You're welcome here anytime, man.
Absolutely. We welcome you, brother. I'll roll the red carpet out for you. That's how much we appreciate you.
We sometimes we'll do the game like a live fan reaction. We can't show the game, of course, because of copyright restrictions. But we do talk about the game if we do like a live fan reaction. If we don't do that, we try to at least try to do one of these after the game kind of thing, like a recap, talk about the game, talk about the team. So yeah, hit that notification, hit the subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. And we do these things. We do them on men's basketball and women's basketball right now. I'm not sure what we're going to do as far as baseball when it comes around in the next week and a half. So
I'll tell you what, Chuck. Let's agree right now. We'll do men's basketball, of course. We'll do the series, not every game. There's no way we could do every game.
Oh, baseball.
What did I say? Basketball? Yeah, baseball. We'll do at the end of the series,
like a wrap up.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
And we'll alternate between your channel and my channel.
There you go. So y'all heard that. So make sure you subscribe to both channels and hit the notification. That way you guys know when we do these things.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Mr. Walt said, this is almost like a time warp. 2017 is back, and I hope both basketball teams win the national championship game if we get there. Go Gamecocks. Yeah. This is kind of reminiscent of 2017. Similar. Yeah. I think I like this team better than the 2017 team.
I do too.
Honestly, that's just my opinion. I like it better.
We don't have the power scorers that we had on the 17 team, but the 17 team was also built around 2 players, where this team is actually 8 players. So that's my opinion.
Billy Cole said Vandy's losing to Kentucky 54-38.5. Nobody's shocked by that, Billy.
No.
If anybody thought Vandy had a chance, I'm sorry. I don't know.
If you put money on Vandy, I'm sorry.
Mr. Billy said he never got his. LOL. How about a car deal? Mr. Billy's trying to get something for free, man.
I'm telling you. I mean, you want a car deal? I mean, I'm still a car dealer. I'm in the propane business, the oil chain business, the tire business, the car business. How do you want me to help you, sir?
Oh, Jeff said, how you guys think this team would have been if G.G. Jackson would have returned, better or worse?
Worse. Can I explain?
Yeah, go ahead.
Last year's team, the team was around 1 player. And that's where selfishness. Now, I'm not saying he's not a great player. Don't get me wrong with what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's got a bad attitude. The young man is a heck of a player and a heck of a young man. Met him personally. Okay? What I'm saying is, right now we're winning and losing as a unit. We are sharing the ball and nobody is selfish. GG would have been the center of attention and would have taken away from the togetherness of the team that we have today, and the team we have today can take you a long way. That's my opinion. Go ahead, Chuck.
No, I kind of agree with you there. I think after the whole Instagram thing he did, I think once Coach Parrish brought him back in and brought him back down to reality, if we had that G.G. Jackson, maybe we would be okay. Maybe we'd be better this year. But it's I don't know. It's hard to say, man. I mean, his attitude at times were bad, and I think that probably would have divided the locker room. I guess you say. I mean, I like the guy. I mean, I thought he was pretty good once he got brought back down to reality.
I think I met him the 3rd game of the season last year. And it was one of those nose up in the air kind of people.
Yeah. Well,
and listen, I'm nobody. I mean, my family might be a supporter of the Gamecocks, and like I said, I used to be, but heck, I'm raising 2 children, and I'm dancing every other weekend with my daughter. So, I just don't have the time anymore. But at the end of the day, he had one. His attitude was a little off. But I mean, a young kid, what do you expect? You don't expect any different. But then at the end of the year, he started coming around, and I think him getting to the pros has matured him a lot.
Yeah.
Just because he's around a bunch of grown men.
Yeah, like you said, he had his nose up. But when you got everybody around you telling you how great you are, how much money you gonna make in the NBA, that falls back on the supporting cast around him.
Sure.
I wouldn't put it all on that young man. I mean,
No.
if somebody told you was a heck of a car salesman or a tire salesman or whatever at your shop, you gonna think you're the best in the county, right?
Well, I mean, especially at that age, yes.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not down in the young man. The young man is talented. He's a good young man. But he's a young man. I mean, we've all been young before and did some stupid things. Okay, so I don't hold it against him for the Instagram post he made. I don't hold any of that against him. He's a good young man, and he will be an outstanding person and an outstanding basketball player, which he is, and he's proven to be. But I just don't think, in my personal opinion, the team would be where they were had he come back. That's my personal opinion.
Oh yeah, I got you. Let's see here. Rob said Eli makes shots in the paint pretty consistent for a little guy. I'm sorry I didn't say that beforehand. Nobody has ever shot as great as Curry. No.
We understood you, Rob.
Yeah. I mean, nothing. I mean, nothing against that young man, Eli. I mean, he's got a heck of a game, man. I mean, I've seen him. I've seen all his YouTube videos. He's got a younger brother that's just like him. So I mean, yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Let's see here. Try to wrap up some of these comments here. Mr. Wall said, no, we need to win at least 2 games in the SEC tournament for seeding reasons in the NCAA tournament. The more we win, the higher we seed. Yeah, we're going to win. I ain't going to say we're going to win, but we should win 2 games in the SEC tournament.
Well, I mean, I agree, but I disagree. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, if we go in and get put out in the first round, yeah, that's going to look bad. But I think right now the wins we need to win are in front of us. They're in the next 3 weeks. That tournament. I mean, it's the SEC tournament. Would I love to win it? Absolutely. I mean, I would love nothing more than to win it. But our seeding, I think, is right in front of us. I don't think it's the SEC tournament. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Mr. Billy said going deep in the SEC tourney overcomes a regular season loss like you're discussing in the end is my point. All right. Point taken.
Well, okay. We've got 2 SEC losses at this point. So we go into tourney and we lose what, 3rd game in? Maybe to a team that we've beaten. My point is we've got Tennessee coming up. Auburn first, then Tennessee. I mean, if you can win those 2 games, what more do you have to prove? What more do you have to? If we win those 2 games, I would say we would possibly be a low 4, middle 4 seed, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we got Vandy coming up this weekend. Then we got Auburn, and Rob said we got Auburn Wednesday night. Wednesday night. I couldn't remember what night it was. It usually fall on Tuesday.
Yeah, why is it on a Wednesday? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I don't know. So I may do a live on that one, or if you want to, you can. We'll do it on your channel.
Whatever.
We'll see. That's Valentine's Day now, so.
I've been with my Valentine for 23 years, married to her for 18. That holiday don't mean much to us.
Yeah, and then we got LSU coming up after that. Then Ole Miss on the road, and then Texas A&M to round out February. And then March we play Florida, Tennessee, and then finish the year Mississippi State. So.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Florida's another game that's on my radar. Florida's not the team they were last year by no means. I watched us play Florida and CLA last year. They're not the same team, but they're a sneaky team.
Yeah.
They can beat you. If you hiccup, they can beat you.
Yeah.
Well, it's no different than the one game I would like to have back. Listen, the loss to Clemson, y'all, it is what it is. It is what it is. We were up there in Little John. It is what it is.
Yeah.
The one loss I wish that we could have back was Georgia. That's the one loss I wish we could have back. Now the thumping that Alabama gave us, that was just absolute thumping.
That was we already rehashed that a couple times. Yeah, the Georgia game, I'd like to have that win that loss back. We should never have lost that first game to Georgia, but it is what it is. We got them back this past weekend, so
yeah.
PJ said he's looking forward to baseball and softball season. Yeah, Clemson's a softball school now, I guess. Which we're not bad in softball, I guess.
No, we're not horrible, but that's one sport. I'm going to say this quietly.
Oh Lord!
Prior to my wife and I getting together, when I was 18 years old, from 16 to 18 for 2 years, I dated a pitcher, a softball pitcher in high school, and she went on to play at Spartanburg Methodist. So I do know a little bit about softball, but I don't follow it. Now baseball, I'm your Huckleberry. So is Chuck.
I can't say I follow softball, but if it comes on and I ain't got nothing going on, if it's on TV, I'll tune in and watch it and cheer for them, of course. So, let's see here.
I went from a softball player to a dancer. Go figure.
There you go. Billy Cole said 18 watching and only 6 thumbs up. That's right. We can do better. Let's go.
We got to do better. We got to do more better.
And I guess David Green said senior citizen discount. And then Billy Cole come back with senior citizen discount, military discount should come to about 50%. LOL.
Lord have mercy. He loves to pick on me.
Hey,
do I do cars? No, I sell cars. I don't do cars.
Do you do new cars?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go, Billy.
I mean, I can sell new cars. Yes. I mean, I was with GMC for 17 years.
So if you need a new car, Jordan's a man for you. There you go.
And guess what? My daddy actually owns and runs a Ford dealership. So, I mean, if you want a Ford, I can get you a Ford too.
I'm good.
What?
Mr. Jeff said, I agree with you guys. He would have had to get on board with the way we play now. Talking about GG. Yep, he definitely would have.
You're right.
His antics early last year on this year's team would have, I think it would have divided the locker room and it would have caused a lot of turmoil, like I said.
And I think NIL plays a big part in turmoil too. And I'm not talking about just basketball. I'm talking about throughout sports. And, if he'd have stayed, somebody would have had to write him a check, a big one.
Yeah. And Mr. Billy said Kentucky's winning. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Rob makes a good point. Meechie's younger brother looks good too. I'm hoping he will come to Carolina. I know he's got a younger brother. I need to look into him. What's his?
I'd be lying. I hadn't looked into him. Rob enlightened me on it. Where are you looking him up at on YouTube or where?
I have to check into him. Drop his name in here, Rob. That way I can look him up. I don't know his name right top, but I think I've heard something about him. So I'll check into him, see where he's at. Because his dad was in attendance tonight for the first time at the game. Meechie's dad, and he's good friends with LeBron James. I think that's what he said on the broadcast. So,
you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I only listened to a little bit of the broadcast. I don't like to listen to them. I like to mute it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I developed my own opinion by what I'm seeing, and I'm calling what they're running. I don't like people yapping when I'm watching it.
They were very complimentary of South Carolina and Coach Paris. And I guess because it was that crew. That crew's always been real professional about calling games.
But a lot of times they give opinions on, well, they should switch from man to zone or zone to man, or run the 2-3 or the whatever. And I'm like, dude, okay, you're playing armchair quarterback. Let the coach call the game.
Yeah.
And I can see what defense we're running. I can see what offense we're running. That's why I listen to them from time to time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't listen to them, but my wife and kids will tell you that most of the time I'm going to sit here, especially basketball and football. It's going to be on mute, and I'm going to be calling what we're running before we run it.
Yeah. Let's see. Walt said you're right about the 2017 team being a two-man show, but when they got into the tourney, everyone played way over their heads. This 2024 version is next man up if needed, and they are a team. Yes, sir. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, you're right. 100%.
All right, Mr. Billy. Have a good night, man. Thank you for coming in, checking it out, hanging out with us, and talking to us.
Well, Chuck, I'm about to break camp too. Got to put these youngins into bed. Got one already into bed. Got to put little man into bed. Anybody that's in here, we thank y'all so much. Please support. My name is Jordan Dealmaker. Support my channel, and especially my good buddy Gamecock Chuck, the most knowledgeable man of Gamecock basketball, men's or women's, on YouTube. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get out of here too, man. I got to get up early in the morning, so I just wanted to be on here. Just want to recap the game. So thank you for hanging out, Jordan. Thanks everybody for popping in here. I have no idea who Here Now is. Okay.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Country guys made their money plumbing. Okay. Anyway, hey, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. David Green, Terry Hill, P Digits, Rob, David, Billy Cole, Todd Gwynn, Mr. Walt, Rob, Jeff, David Green, P Digits, like I've already said, you guys. Miss Audrey, Chestnut, Deepak, thank you for stopping in. Brock Lee. Yeah, thank you everybody. Jim Palmer for stopping in. Everybody, thank you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button as you guys are heading out. If you're not subscribed to this channel, appreciate that, Rob. Marcus Johnson. I'll look into that. Man. Is that his Twitter handle, I guess? At Marcus J32. Yeah, I'll look into that. And yeah, make sure everybody hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. Like I said, we're gonna do this stuff after about every men's basketball game the rest of the season, hopefully, as long as everything lines up. We also do live fan reaction, watch alongs for the games. I also do the girls. Also do the girls games as well. So I plan on being here Sunday doing this. And I'm assuming Jordan will be here with me doing the South Carolina versus UConn game. Should be a good matchup. For the Gamecocks without Camila Cardoza. But next woman up, Ashlyn Watkins, Sanaya Fagan, and Chloe Kitts should be able to step up and fill that void. So we shall see. Maybe get some good minutes out of Sakima Walker as well. But I'll be back here Sunday doing the girls game against UConn. Got a lot of stuff going on the rest of the week as far as family time and obligations. So I won't be doing any more live shows, but I will be dropping other videos. So y'all check them out. Hit that like button as always. Comment on them. Subscribe if you're not. Share. Do all that good stuff. Help this channel grow. I appreciate everybody for coming in here tonight, hanging out with us, talking to us. Y'all have a good night. Hit that thumbs up button when you leave. And I'll see you guys in the next one.